we are in Port Washington. It's done a nice job with the front. A little bit of tuck pointing has happened up top and might need to happen again. Liquor store next door. Nothing all that rowdy about it. But in general, Port Washington on this stretch, it's been a little bit so-so. It's getting better, that's what I'm going to say. Check out the back here before we go inside. So that's the commercial space. As he says, they only use it on evenings. The person who runs it, it's a hair shop. She's got a state job, and she only does it in the evenings. So it's never too hectic. It's kind of like a side gig. Backyard is nice. Alley is relatively clean. Just for the sake of walking around, I think this your other joint over here. Just down the block, right? So, as you know the area already. Go in and have a look. Look like solid garage stalls. I don't know if there's any revenue coming from that. I'll have to check. It's got locks installed here. And we're inside. Got a floating astronaut there. I'll take you upstairs just for looking at the common space. Okay, so these are getting in the 700 range for both of these. Got a skylight in good shape. Paul likes to put a little decor in his common areas. Keeps them nice. And that's the front entryway off the street. So, front building, back unit. Wide staircase. Access to some plumbing in the bathroom there, right? Decide how we want to call this. I believe this is the living room, but sometimes they're flexible and you could swap them back. Big closet, decent flooring. This is out to that little side entrance, right? So it's almost like you could have your dog out there if you had one. Or your child, for that matter. So yeah, we'll call this the bedroom back here because it's closer to the bath. Floor lamp rather than ceiling lamp. Again, decent closet. I think your tenants would appreciate ceiling light, but it is not wired for that. Bathroom looks pretty good. You can see over time these ceilings and walls have had a little damage, but for the shower, it looks nice. I just want to do a little bit better on that grout, but that looks pretty good. They recovered this bathroom, the tub itself. So everything functional. And the kitchen in between. Being that the kitchen is small, I guess the fridge is behind me, but you could have a small table there or have a table and a couch in the living area. Tons of closets in here. Doesn't want to lock on its own. There we go. It's like a poured concrete foundation. That's nice because it doesn't have as much movement in blocks, but these look like 60 amp service panels. I have a 4-unit myself with 60 amp service panels, and thus far no issues, so we'll call it not a crisis, but some people want 100. These are coin ops. I think you can write them in. Lower rear. Water heaters look pretty new. And I can't tell if that's an on-demand right there for the shop. I think it is. So 3 for the residences. Then we have boiler system, but that does not look complete. So they must have put furnaces upstairs in the units, because without one boiler there floating everything, it's going to have to be in-unit furnaces. It's stuff that is, I think, used by the first floor tenant. Or corner. Okay, well, all in all, relatively solid. Basement walls look pretty good. Feels dry down here. You can see historically at one point there was water over here by the laundry. Let's just go back one time, get a gander at the boiler. Got an old Warhorse there, and then something from the 90s, 80s or 90s, but these are not connected anymore. And that's about it.